Welcome back to One Guy, One Course, One Disc. We are here today in Milledgeville, Georgia, checking out Myrtle Ridge Disc Golf Course. So let's go take a look at the course. Hole 1 is a 307-foot par 3 that goes fairly straight. It's wide open the whole way, and then it turns to the left just a little at the end. You do need to watch out for people that are on hole 2. There's also divots pretty much the whole way down the fairway, so you do need to be careful while you're walking down the fairway. But once you finish hole 1, hole 2 is going to be to your left. Hole 2 is a 355-foot par 3 that parallels hole 1, so you're going to go straight back down the field that you just came down. However, at 314 feet, you do have some trees that get in the way of the basket. But once you finish hole 2, hole 3 will be behind us to the right. Hole 3 is a 422-foot par 4 that goes straight and then turns to the left. It's 170 feet to get to the out-of-bounds fence. And then to clear to the other side of this pond is 349 feet. And then from the edge of the OB to the basket is 73 feet. But once you finish hole number 3, hole 4 is going to be to your left. Hole 4 is a 264-foot par 3 that's going to bend to the right and then finish to the left. It's 59 feet to the tree, and it's another 79 feet till you get to the bend. And then from here, it's 126 feet to the basket. But once you finish hole 4, hole 5 will be to your left. Hole 5 is a 315-foot par 4 that's going to go straight for about 157 feet. Then it's going to turn to the right. However, when you get to the turn, you are going to come to a wall of trees. So the big key is on your first shot is just getting through these trees, giving you an easy upshot to the basket. Eagle is very possible. But once you finish hole 5, hole 6 is to your right. Hole 6 is a 276-foot par 3. It's going to go fairly straight through these tunnel of trees. It's fairly wide, so unless you're early or late releasing, you should be fine. However, there is a clump of trees right before the basket that will make the approach a little difficult. But once you finish hole 6, hole 7 is going to be behind us to the left. Hole 7 is a 218-foot par 3 that's going to go downhill 9 feet. It's a very similar shot to hole 6, just probably a little narrower. But once you finish hole 7, hole 8 is going to be to your right. Hole 8 is a 240-foot par 3 that's going to go uphill 7 feet. It's going to bend to the right at about 197 feet. There is also a secondary location to the left. Both are pretty difficult to see from the tee pad, so you will have to pay attention to U-disc. But once you finish hole 8, hole 9 is going to be to your left. Hole 9 is a 219-foot par 3 that's going to go downhill 10 feet. It's pretty straight for most of the way, and then it turns slightly to the right. But once you finish hole 9, hole 10 is going to be to your left. Hole 10 is a 241-foot par 3 that's going to go straight for about 149 feet. Then it turns to the left. It goes downhill 20 feet in total. And once you finish hole 10, hole 11 will be to the left down the pathway a little bit. Hole 11 is a 241-foot par 4 that's going to go uphill only 2 feet. The first shot goes uphill about 10 feet. It's 130 feet to this bend here. And then you're going to go straight 111 feet to get to the basket, which is down 8 feet. But once you finish hole 11, hole 12 is going to be to your left. Hole 12 is a 307-foot par 3 that's going to go downhill 34 feet. You want to go straight for about 170 feet, and then you want to start to turn to the left to hopefully go down this pathway that we see here. And the basket is just a bit off to the right. Once you finish hole 12, hole 13 will be to our left down the pathway a little bit. Hole 13 is a 224-foot par 3 that's going to go uphill 29 feet. You want to go straight for about 160 feet. Then it's going to turn to the left just a little bit for about another 64 feet. Once you finish hole 13, hole 14 is to your right. Hole 14 is a 238-foot par 3. You want to go straight for about 117 feet. Then you're going to turn to the left. And that's another 121 feet to the basket. And once you finish hole 14, hole 15 is ahead of us to the right. Hole 15 is a 272-foot par 3 that's going to go downhill 23 feet. You're going to go about 140 feet straight, then it's going to turn to the right where you're pretty much just greeted by a bunch of trees. So getting close to this basket is very difficult on your first shot. But if you can manage, it's a good birdie to get. And once you finish hole 15, hole 16 is to our right. Hole 16 is a 254-foot par 3 that's going to go downhill 13 feet. You have about 197 feet of somewhat clear travel, and then you're going to be greeted by a lot of trees that pretty much guard this basket pretty well. So getting close is definitely a plus. But once you finish hole 16, hole 17 is to the left. Hole 17 is a 228-foot par 3 that's going to go uphill 3 feet. It's 125 feet to this tree here in the center. And then it's going to turn slightly to the right. There's a secondary position that is off to the left just on this ridge. But once you finish hole 17, hole 18 will be straight ahead of us. Hole 18 is a 281-foot par 3 that's going to go downhill 5 feet. It's a pretty straight shot the whole way, but you do have a ceiling that you do have to contend with, which makes this shot a little more difficult. Ideally, you just want to throw it right into the hillside and let it skip up. But once you finish hole 18, you'll find the parking lot to your right, and then to the left. Now that you've seen the course, let's take a look at today's disc. It's going to be the Discraft Mantis. It's a 8.4 -2.2, so let's see how it flies. Ooh, a little far. Oh, that turned more than I wanted it to. Really good flight though. Jeez. Woohoo. Lucky tree kick. Tree. Get out of it. Oh. Oh. Thank you. Oh, good skip. Get down there. Backdoor. Oh, good news is it got down there. Too high. Come out of it. No, no. Oh gosh, that was awful. Whew. Off the tree. Okay. Whew. I don't get a lot of birdies on this course, so that felt really good. This is another easy birdie, so we can go back to back. Oh, come on. Get out of it. Sit. Whew. Good God. Sadly, this is the best shot I've ever had on this hole. So, let's just get a par and go. Still short, jeez. Get out of it. Get left. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, too high. Too much hyzer. Horrible shot. Sit. No, not kick. Hey. Get through. Hey, good. Going 1 under through these last 2 holes definitely feels like a win. I'm lucky, I'm usually even, or probably +1 to be honest. So 1 under that's huge. Oh, whew. I got lucky. That could have been better. Oof. Of course, birdies don't matter if you get double bogeys. Oh, don't hit a tree. Ah, come on. Trash. Let's go. So there you have the Discraft Mantis at Myrtle Ridge Disc Golf Course in Milledgeville, Georgia. As far as the disc goes, I was actually really starting to like it. I feel like once it beats in, it's going to be a good, you can put it on a little highs or a flat. You're going to get some turn, but it does have some fade back. So I think it'll beat in really nicely. So if you're a beginner, definitely check out the Mantis. Probably for more advanced players, it might be a little too flippy. As far as the course goes, whew, I mean, as far as parking goes, there's a great parking lot, but it is permit controlled. So I think Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, you need a permit. So if you come between those times, good chance you'll get a ticket. Weekends are fine. Obviously after 5 should be fine, but you just never know. There are a few tee pads, but they're really small, so it really kind of messed with my timing. but there's a lot of just natural tee pads, so roots are definitely in the way. There's no real tee signs, so it's kind of hard to know where the tee pad actually is. Navigation is, I mean, there's some good navigation, but there are some spots you're gonna need U-Disc to come play this course. Rough is really bad once you get into the woods, so staying on the fairways is really important, because you'll definitely add strokes if you get into the rough. A lot of elevation change, so it's just it just needs a lot of work to make it a good course. Definitely I wouldn't come out here with a cart, because you will be carrying it in some parts, but it's definitely worth checking out. So if you're in the Milledgeville area on the weekend, you're looking for a good technical wooded course, Myrtle Ridge is great. And you can go, it's not far from here, but then head up to Walter B. Williams and play that course, which is has a good mix of wooded and open. So come check it out, and until next time, off to the next course.